I woke up Tuesday and walked straight into a wall. Not because I was tired. Because I saw a fly on the ceiling and tried to catch it with my tongue. That's new. That's not a Monday me thing, that's a someone else thing, and I was very alarmed to learn the someone else was me. Here's what happened. Saturday night, I got bit by a spider in my own kitchen. A small, rude, deeply unqualified spider. It did not ask for consent. It did not leave a note. It bit me on the wrist. I yelled a word I won't repeat, and I went to bed assuming I'd wake up with a bump and a grudge. Instead, I woke up able to bench press my refrigerator. Which, sure, great, very cool. Except I found out the hard way, because I leaned on it and it left the kitchen. My whole body had quietly become a crime scene of new abilities, and nobody briefed me. No orientation. No pamphlet titled, "So you've acquired spider powers." I had to figure it out live, on camera, in front of my own bathroom mirror, screaming. Let's go through the list, because the list is the funniest part. I can stick to walls now. Wonderful. Incredible. Except I learned this by accidentally sticking to my own ceiling fan mid-spin, which, for the record, is not a ride anyone should experience involuntarily. I have a tingling sense that warns me of danger seconds before it happens. Beautiful. Except it goes off for actual danger and also for spicy mustard, so I have personally evacuated a sandwich shop twice this week for no reason. And the webs. Yes. I shoot webs now. From my wrists, like a normal, dignified person. Except the first time it happened I was mid-sneeze, and I accidentally webbed my own laptop shut for 9 hours. So here's the part nobody warns you about. Incredible power, zero instructions, and a body that now operates like an app that updated overnight without telling you what changed. You'd think the hard part is the villains. It is not the villains. The hard part is logistics. Have you ever tried to do laundry when your hands stick to everything they touch? I picked up a single sock and the entire basket came with it, plus the dryer, plus, somehow, a chair from the other room. I now do laundry wearing oven mitts. I am stronger than a freight train and weaker than basic chores. Grocery shopping is worse. I reach for a soup can, my spider instinct screams danger, I dive behind the cereal aisle in a full tactical roll, and it turns out the danger was a toddler dropping a single grape. I am fully capable of disarming a bank robber and fully incapable of grocery shopping like a normal adult. And the city decided, almost instantly, that since I have powers, I am now legally, morally, and socially obligated to use them. Nobody voted on this. There was no meeting. One day I saved a guy from a falling air conditioner, and now there's a guy outside my apartment every morning with a clipboard asking if I can also handle general neighborhood vibes. This is the part where most stories get serious and broody. Mine didn't, because I refuse, but it did get one real shade darker, just for a second. Because here's the thing about power nobody puts on a poster, it doesn't arrive with meaning. It arrives with paperwork. The day after I saved that guy, I missed my actual job interview because I was busy talking a cat down from a tree that, again, just wanted to be there. Nobody applauds you for the hours of nothing. They only show up for the highlight reel. Anyway. Back to the bit, because wallowing isn't in the brand. The villains. Oh, the villains showed up fast, and they are deeply, deeply uninspired. My first one called himself the Glue Man. His whole power was being sticky. I have spider powers. I am also sticky. We just stood there for 45 minutes, stuck to the same wall, arguing about whose stickiness was more thematically accurate. The second one had a death ray. The death ray's battery died after one shot, because he bought it off a website with a return policy he never read. I beat a man with a literal death ray by waiting 20 minutes for the warranty window to close so I could make fun of him about it. Here's where it gets dumb in the best way. The most dangerous thing I have fought all month was not a villain. It was my own landlord, who found out I shoot webs and is now trying to charge me a structural adhesive deposit. I have survived falling air conditioners, sticky men, and a malfunctioning death ray, and the thing that nearly ended me was a $200 line item on a lease renewal. And that, somehow, is the twist. The whole time I thought the hard part would be the powers. Punching things. Sticking to ceilings. Outrunning a death ray with a bad warranty. But the actual hard part, the part that takes real heroism, is the same boring stuff it's always been. Rent. Laundry. Showing up to your actual job. The spider stuff is honestly the easy 15%. The other 85% is just being a tired adult who also, occasionally, catches a falling air conditioner on their way to the bus stop. I want to be very clear about how lopsided this is. Stopping a bank robbery, 90 seconds, mildly thrilling, free coffee from the bank manager afterward. Calling my internet provider to dispute a bill, 45 minutes, 3 hold music loops, no coffee, and at one point I genuinely considered using my danger sense to detect whether the representative named Kevin was even a real person. He was. Kevin was just having a day. We bonded over it. Even my landlord fight escalated, because of course it did. He brought in a structural engineer to assess the web damage, and the structural engineer spent 20 minutes staring at a single wall, nodding slowly, and writing something on a clipboard, which is apparently a skill you can have without any spider powers at all and still get paid more than I do. I offered to web him to the ceiling for a more thorough inspection. He declined. Professionally. Meanwhile, the city's expectations kept quietly inflating. First it was, can you stop a falling air conditioner? Then it became, can you also check on Mrs. Alvarez's cat? Then somehow it became, can you appear at the elementary school career day, which I did, in a half-finished costume made of an old hoodie and craft store webbing, explaining to 26 8-year-olds that yes, the bite hurt, no, it does not come with dental, and yes, several of them could probably also catch it if they touched the same kitchen counter, which is a sentence I deeply regret saying in front of that many parents. You don't need spider powers for that part. You're already doing it. You're already catching falling air conditioners, metaphorically, every single day, between rent and laundry and a job that doesn't even say thank you. You just don't get a cool wrist web sound effect when you do it. So tonight, when you walk into your apartment, tired, ordinary, completely unbitten by anything radioactive, and you flip the light switch like a normal, well-adjusted human, just know that somewhere, in a kitchen exactly like yours, a small, rude, unqualified spider is deciding who's next. Check your wrists.